If you meet any salesperson who doesn't ask you questions before explaining their widget, run. This person is not a professional in sales, so don't bother talking with them because you should only deal with professionals in any business, and sales is no exception. Find out why in today's episode. Welcome back to Year 5, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Training, Tokyo, Japan, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. My new book is The Eigyo, which is a translation of Japan Sales Mastery. We're bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. This is episode number 236, Salespeople to Avoid. Soredewa ikimashou! So let's get going. Salespeople in their 40s who've been selling their whole careers are professional salespeople. They are not Johnny-come-latelys who found themselves washed up on the shore of the sales profession, or people who wandered through the wrong door and found themselves in a sales job. They have been in the game for decades and have acquired vast experience, or so you would assume. But Japan always has a surprise or two up its sleeve. My wife contacted a very large multinational insurance company here to buy some cancer insurance. The company reps were coming around on the weekend to get me to sign the dotted line for my component of the policy. Why they needed to send 2 people was a bit of a mystery to me, but this is common in Japan. Being a sales guy myself, I'm always nice to fellow salespeople and treat them well. The policy was wrapped up and the documents duly signed and completed when they bridged into a cross-sell. We had now moved away from their insurance range of products to an annuity product. It wasn't announced as such, but I quickly realized, what this is because I used to sell these when I was at the Shinsei Retail Bank. Actually, they're a good idea for Japan because the government pension scheme will collapse in the future when there are not enough young people paying in to support the retirees taking the money out. Being a best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, you can imagine my interest in seeing how these seasoned Japanese insurance sales guys were going to conduct the sales process with me. The brochure was immediately produced and we will walk through the details. Dollar cost averaging got a lot of attention, and there were graphs and tables to support the idea. There was even a quiz with 3 amounts to choose from representing how much we thought the dollar cost averaging investment approach would produce, based around a fluctuating graph of investment fund performance. I chose the largest return amount and was immediately congratulated as being only the 2nd person he had ever met who got the answer correct. Terrific! However, while sitting there, I was beginning to wonder when these 2 characters would start quizzing me on my investment and financial goals, the structure of the family unit, current allocations, etc. Nope, not a question about any of that. Just a long pitch on this product and the return parameters we could expect at the end of 10 years. Actually, Japan has such a low interest rate environment, the number profit at the end of 10 years was a peanut. Find out more when we come back from the break. If you want to sell more and do it more easily, do the Winning with Relationships selling course. If you can't build trust, no sale. Can't design excellent questions to understand the client's needs, no sale. Can't present the solution convincingly, no sale. Can't handle objections properly, no sale. Can't close, no sale. Master the sales process by doing the Winning with Relationships selling course now in either Japanese or English. Are you doing business with Japan? Do you really know how things work? Japan Business Mastery provides the answers. Do you have the right networks and know how to create them? Do you know how to get on the same wavelength with Japanese buyers? Do you know what being trustworthy looks like from the Japanese perspective? Japan Business Mastery is based on more than 30 years' experience in Japan and will become your go-to guide. Want to succeed in Japan? Buy Japan Business Mastery now. Welcome back. I took hold of the brochure at the end of the pitch and started reading through it. They said their company was the fund manager, but what I found was it was a fund of fund structure. That's fine, nothing wrong with that. But what was the composition of these various funds they had selected? Not a word about that. I also found a bit about the fees that the funds charged, including the tail. I asked about these fees and it was instantly obvious. Neither of them had ever looked at that section of the brochure. How could that be? You would think the buyer would have more than a passing interest in how much the initial costs were and what were the ramifications for the ongoing fees, and therefore they would be ready for that type of question. These are professionals in sales who don't know their own product and don't ask any questions. Actually, I would not qualify them as professional at all, despite the many years they have been in sales. How can you expect to sell a sophisticated annuity product to a client if you have no idea what their timelines are for retirement? What is the nature of their inheritance tax planning regime? Their goals for investing? Where they are currently tied up? This is Japan. Salespeople are often woefully undertrained here. This multinational may have a sales force here and assume that they're professional salespeople in their 40s who have been in sales all their careers have a clue. They would be wrong in this case, and you have to ask why they don't know that. This raises the question of the quality of the leadership of this firm, especially the sales managers. What about the quality of your own sales managers and salespeople? Are there some assumptions being made that the salespeople have 20 years of experience when it may be they have 1 year of experience duplicated 20 times? It pays to check just what quality of a sales team you have rather than imagining everything's all right. How can you tell? Some simple role-playing will reveal all very quickly. If your salespeople are thrusting the product brochure in front of the buyer before asking key questions, then begin to worry. If they don't understand the detail of pricing of their product, the range, then begin to worry. You might check into what your sales managers are doing with themselves too, while you are at it. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Every Saturday we are releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode 237, we're talking about leaders make or break the firm. So, yoroshiku onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We are here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.